Good evening, everyone, and welcome here to Charlotte for round 34 on the schedule. The championship is heating up as Dom Caps in the last few races have been running down DJ Curtis in the championship. It's been a fun one to watch. Caps only 16 points trailing DJ Curtis, while everyone else is over a race behind. Jeff James in third in the standings is having to start at the rear of the field. Meanwhile, Kyle Collins, who's been slowly working his way up in the standings. He's the highest running Toyota in the championship, 15th. Toyota has not had a very good season. Blue Flare Motorsports still looking for their first career win. Have not won a Sony Cup Series race. They've been in the series since season one, or not season one. They've been in the series since 2015. So they've been around for a while. Collins, the owner for Blue Flare Motorsports, trying to bring him a win. Luke Martin won here last time we were here earlier in the season. Got his 19th career win. He's looking to finish his career out on a high note. Looking for one more win. He's looking for a 20th career victory. Behind him, some Fords. A bunch of them actually gathered up behind him. Rodriguez has been working his way up the standings in the last few races. Carson Scott just became a first-time winner last weekend. And Dejon Weeks, and also a title contender, DJ Curtis, the point leader, trying to close out the season with a championship. Meanwhile, Collins is going to bring us down, and we're underway in racing here at Charlotte. Onto the back straightaway we go. Everyone's pretty much still double file all the way back. Luke Martin, the outside, gets a run with his teammate Carson Scott. Martin in the 6, takes out with the lead. As we're looking here, Curtis on the outside and then up front, sliding backwards. Dom Cap started mid-pack, back there in the 23rd position. He's up to 21st. He's trying to run these guys down. DJ Curtis does not seem like he's got a good car on the short run. He is falling backwards outside the top 10. And here comes a pass coming. DJ Curtis definitely does not have a good handling car on the short run. Trying to shut the door on Caps. But Caps for sure has the better car as of now. Goes by Curtis. And this is big for the championship. Only 2 races to go after this race, guys. And the championship is heating up for sure as the front row guy, the pole sitter, Kyle Collins, falling back as well. Does not have a good run on the short run here. But Dom Caps doing what he needs to do, marching forward. Meanwhile, while we focused on the championship contenders, it's only lap 11 fixing to go on lap 12. Luke Martin has led every lap so far. Matthew Rodriguez has stayed on his heels. They have pulled away from the rest of the guys. Carson Scott, Jake Bassinger, racing hard with each other. Turner Fenway Racing seems to have a good setup here as 3 of the cars are inside the top 4. Luke Martin looking good here at Charlotte, leading right now, but Matthew Rodriguez is not backing down. He is right there. Slowly but surely, DJ Curtis's race car has been coming around with him in this late run. Seems like Curtis has a good long-term run of a race car. Cody Lamas, his teammate behind him. They're coming to the front now as Curtis is now into 12th, closing in on Dom Caps, who is now inside the top 10 as he's looking to try and go around Carson Scott and Fitzwater, who are beating and banging right in front of him. Caps continuing his march to the front. Curtis's race car has really came alive here in this run. He's now inside the top 10, while Dom Caps has been sliding backwards a little bit. I wonder if he might have burnt the tires off coming through the pack like he did. I don't know, but he's falling back. Jeff James had to start shotgun on the field, started at the tail end of it, and here he is in the 12th. You better look out for Jeff James. He's got a good race car. Him and Matthew Rodriguez have been really quick this race weekend, as you can see. Luke Martin and Matthew Rodriguez continuing to run very well. They're going around Nick Pierkley's lap car. Eric Burton had problems. He had to come on in pit road. They are lapped down. And back to 3rd position, it's Jordan Davis, Jacob Hart, and Ryan Acosta, the top 5. That's the guys back there trying to run them down. But it looks as though Martin and Rodriguez are the class of the field right now. So can anyone challenge them? If anyone can challenge them, it's definitely going to be Jeff James, because he has shown early on in this run that he is blistering fast. He has worked his way from far back. We could have a battle brewing for the lead. Trent Togger was in the way of Luke Martin for a little bit, held him up, but Eric Burton is racing these guys, trying to get back on the lead lap. Burton had to come on in, thought he might have had a loose tire, and that has put him a lap down. He is trying to get back on the lead lap, and that puts Rodriguez behind again. Jordan Davis and Jacob Hart have been running down the front two leaders so far. They have been nose to tail, and they've been clicking off 27-second lap times. They just slowed down there, but they've been running very, very quick lap times compared to the leaders, and they're closing in little by little. But right now, Luke Martin has led the way for the last 31 laps and is looking to try and sweep the Charlotte races. I know how badly Luke Martin has wanted to win his 20th career race, and here he is out front, trying to get it done, trying to sweep the Charlotte races. Looking good so far. On board Jordan Davis, he continues to click off some really good lap times. In this green flag run, he is really quick, running down Luke Martin and Matthew Rodriguez. This 5 car is going to try and go to the front. Battle for the second position unfolding. Jordan Davis to the inside, looking to try and get the lap car and second place all at once, but wasn't able to. Had to get out of the gas a little bit there. Rodriguez continues to hold second, but possibly not for long as Jacob Hart has entered the picture. Here comes Jordan Davis to the inside of Matthew Rodriguez for second position. Gonna try and take it away. Rodriguez just, you can see the tires falling off on that 60 Ford, and he is falling back. Rodriguez loses not only second, but third to Jacob Hart as well, as Rodriguez is back to fourth. Move Davis to second as he has his eyes on Luke Martin. Jacob Hart in the Yamp Motorsports Ford is also looking to try and battle here. He's underneath the 5 car of Jordan Davis, and Jacob Hart trying to take it away, but Davis gonna hold in strong on the high side. But Jacob Hart, who has not won all season in his final season of the Sony Cup Series, is in the second, but lap car Eric Burton to his inside. These guys racing is what Luke Martin wants to see right now, keeping these guys behind him. Jeff James has just recently worked his way around Ryan Acosta. He's in the 5th position. DJ Curtis is in 7th, while Dom Cap sits in the 9th spot. So title contenders are all inside the top 10 right now. Curtis has the advantage of being ahead of Caps, has an 18-point lead over Caps at this point. But up front, these guys continue to race with each other. But Jacob Hart is closing in on Luke Martin just a little bit. But Jeff James is also running these guys down. Oh, battle for the position here. Dom Caps to the inside of DJ Curtis back here for position. And Curtis got out of the groove. Lost a lot of time. He's going to lose a bit of positions. Is Curtis having problems with a tire or something? He is losing a lot of time on the outside. The car is really pushing up. Not where he needs to be. He just lost a bunch of time there. He was in the 6th position. He shot up the racetrack, lost a bunch of time. He's now down to 14th, down to 17th. Curtis continuing to lose positions. Look for that 19 car to possibly pit here soon, because that car does not look like it's handling well as he continues to drop back. I wonder if he might have a cylinder down or a tire going down or something, because that car was really slow the last couple of laps. Curtis continuing to lose valuable time. He is just barely under the 29-second marks. Now he's above 29. I think it could be a tire problem, but it seems like the 29 car here is down on power, and that is not what Curtis needs. And as this point runs in the race, DJ Curtis would lose the point lead to Dom Caps. So this is huge championship implications. And if I was that 29 team, I would be pitting just past halfway in the race, and that's where we're at, halfway in the race. And we're going to focus in on the leaders as we've been focused in here. The battle for the lead on ensuing here. Just past halfway, Jordan Davis has moved his way in a second, and he's looking to get by Luke Martin. Martin has led every stinking lap today. Looking really good. Throws a little bit of a block on Davis, but Martin's going to get held up by Nick Piercles, and Davis is going to go to the inside and take the point. And new leader for the first time today, the 5 Chevy of Jordan Davis. Just like I said, just past halfway, DJ Curtis and crew have came down pit road just under the tire stop here, and DJ Curtis, he is on pit road and getting some new tires. They're thinking it might be a tire problem, that they might have just burnt the tires off that 19 Ford. Costly for the 19 of DJ Curtis, as he has a lot of time to make up. And he's sitting on there a lot longer than we expected. The 19 crew went under the hood to check the battery, and that was what was wrong. He was down on voltage, and the 19 car did not have enough power. Threw in a battery, a really quick pit stop to be doing a battery stop. But the 19 of DJ Curtis lost a bunch of time into that pit stop, and will probably go a lap down or two. And this is going to hurt DJ Curtis and his chances of a second championship. Leader is in. Jordan Davis has brought his 5 Chevy in, and he's going to bring the lead in to Jacob Hart. Jacob Hart's your new leader now, and Dom Capps in the 12 car is on pit road. However, a caution flag is out when Steven Jenkins tried to get to pit road, and Sky Commons wouldn't let him, and that was right in front of our leaders of Jacob Hart, Luke Martin, and also Matthew Rodriguez, but they entered a closed pit, so they're going to get a black flag for that. Jacob Hart, Luke Martin, Matthew Rodriguez, bad call for them 3, along with Lynn, Scott, and Fitzwater. All are going to get a penalty for this, and this is going to shake things up tremendously. Well, I made a bad call there, guys. They came on pit road, and it worked out perfectly for them too. So, it was perfect for Jacob Hart, Matthew Rodriguez, and Luke Martin. So, they're going to line up first, second, third on this restart, while Jeff James is going to be in 4th. Jordan Davis and crew had to come back in, and they're in 9th. So, we're backing it away in racing. Some lap cars the inside. Kyle Collins got an unfortunate break, and so did a few others. However, DJ Curtis is 1 lap down on the inside. You can still tell, yeah, that 19 car is still down on power, and he is still not up to speed as he should be, as he is in the way of championship leader, not championship leader, but championship contender, Dom Capps, and man, Zayden Davison just held everybody up trying to come down pit road. However, a battle for the lead. Luke Martin the inside of Jacob Hart, slamming doors there off turn 4, and to the stripe here on lap 69 of 100. Jacob Hart kind of looked like he was going to door him again, but Luke Martin to the point on the inside. Caution flag is out, and Jacob Hart was your race leader there. Caution flag is out on the speedway. Man, they were racing hard. It's going to start here with Jesse Turner, Nick Mace, and Jake Bassinger. They get together right in front of Dom Capps, and Capps actually gets a piece of it, a good bit of it. So now all of our championship contenders have some damage or some sort of issues going on here. And Turner is in the wall. Nick Mace is there. Carson Scott down there. Jake Bassinger, Cody Lamas. And now Dom Capps, who was actually pretty quick out there and had a chance to run well. He's in trouble and has some damage. That damage on the 12 is going to be something we're going to look at for the rest of the race. There's only a couple of cars on lead lap. Only 26 cars on the lead lap. Jacob Hart is your race leader, looking for his first win this season. Looking for DJ Curtis in the 19. He is in 32nd, still down on power in that 19 car. They've been trying to fix that race car, but he just does not have enough power. You can see that he's down on horsepower. So that 19 car trying to limp it around, trying to get as much points as he can. And as it runs right now, it's going to be close in the championship. They would be close to about tied, but up front, battle for the lead. Luke Martin the inside of Jacob Hart, trying to take the lead back. And Martin at the line will be your leader. Jeffrey Lynn behind him, trying to take it away as well. Jeff James is there too. But a battle for the lead. Jeffrey Lynn to the inside. He has fell outside the top 10 in the standings. He's not had the best season since his win at Springfield. Got told he was being released from Mace Enterprises. He's moving to Allen Family Racing for next year. And Jeffrey Lynn to the inside, battling with these Fords up here. His teammate Eugene DeMax has just moved his way inside the top 5. And Lynn, your new race leader off turn 2. Eugene DeMax has joined Lynn up on the top 2. So teammates, lead this race. DeMax looks like his pit crew got him a good adjustment because DeMax has been flying on this restart. He looks really quick out there. Has Jeffrey Lynn in his sights. Trying to take the lead here into turn 1. Eugene Max to the inside. Gonna take it away from Jeffrey Lynn. 20 laps to go. Matthew Rodriguez has moved his way up into second position. Rodriguez was mentioned earlier in the week that how he has won every race in the last 3 races except this year. He won in 2015 and 2016, and there's only been a couple of drivers that's won the last 3 years in a row. Rodriguez has the chance to do that this season. He has not won this season yet, but if he could win, he would be one of the drivers that's won in every season since 2015. And Rodriguez has Eugene DeMax right in his way. And I know both of these drivers want this win. DeMax would love to get another win, but I know one driver that really wants this win badly. That has to be Luke Martin. He's been talking about how 20 wins would mean a whole lot to him before he retires, and he's had a career day in that throwback scheme from the Season 7, the Season 7 scheme that he drove, got runner-up there, and Martin said that was one of his career best seasons driving back then with Coreweiser Racing, what his team was back then. He's in third, Jeffrey Lynn in fourth, trying to claw his way back to the front. Chef James in fifth. That is the guys battling for the win as they go around lap car Cody Lamas. Dom Capps going by Chris Dodd for the 18th position and now has Matt DeLeo in his sights. Dom Capps right now sits in the 18th position while DJ Curtis sits in the 33rd position. He would gain 15 points right now, and that would mean Dom Capps will only be 1 point behind DJ Curtis in the championship. And if he can get by DeLeo, he'd be tied with Curtis for the championship. Every point's going to matter, and he's trying to run down DeLeo. Oh, trouble in the back of the pack. Sky Commons has spun down the racetrack, and that's going to... Oh, and Dom Capps is collected. Capps is in that one. This is going to take Dom Capps out of the race, right where he was going to gain a lot of points on Curtis. And caution flag is out. This could be the end of the race. Not sure, but Sky Commons getting wrecked and Dom Capps collected is going to severely change the outcome for Dom Capps. You're going to see what happens here. They run up on slow car of Carson Scott, and Commons tries to get the inside to get low of Scott, but Levi Pascoe's there. Dejon Weeks gets collected in that, and down the track, just nowhere for Dom Capps to go, and right into him. Dom Capps, the only other driver that goes into Sky Commons and is going to be out of the race and will possibly hurt this. He was going to be about either tied or 1 point behind Curtis after this race, and instead of that, Capps will probably be about 20 or 25 to 30 points trailing Curtis heading into Rockingham with only 2 races to go in the championship. As we come back to the restart, it will only be 8 laps to go. As you look at this, it's DeMax, James, Rodriguez, Lynn, Martin, Griffin, Fitzwater. The top 7 are ahead of the lap cars. We're under 10 laps to go, so the lap cars will have to stay in line. So here we come. When we come back to the line, it'll be only 8 laps to go. DeMax, James, Rodriguez, Lynn, and Martin, the top 5, gonna go at it here. Green flag back in the air. And one thing to note, as we're going to look here, looking for DJ Curtis in the 19 car. Curtis is back here racing Lamas and Turner for position, and it looks as though he's going to be able to get by his teammate here for position. Every point's going to matter. As of right now, he's going to gain 7 points on Curtis if he can't get more points, and he's trying to. There's lap cars in front of him. Curtis is going to have to get after it here and try and gain as much points as he can. And it looks like he will as he's going by a good bit of cars. But to the inside up front, Jeff James to the inside looking to get the lead. To the inside of Eugene DeMax. Jeff James, who has started, he started back there dead last on the grid. I told you to watch out for him. And he's out front with only a couple of laps to go. And Jeff James is trying to set sail. 5 laps to go. Fitzwater, Acosta, Bishop Jr. are marching their way to the front, But as they race side by side with some of the best cars all day of Luke Martin and Matthew Rodriguez, the front three are breaking away. DeMax mounting a charge on Jeff James again, looking for his 21st career victory to the inside of Jeff James. Side by side, and DeMax takes the lead with only 4 to go. 2 laps to go for Eugene DeMax, and he will take another victory in his final season. Ryan Acosta trying to make a comeback. He is underneath of Lynn for 3rd. He's been the quickest car in the last couple of laps, but I think he's going to run out of time. Jeff James trying to get some sort of run on him. Lap traffic, I don't think, will play a factor. I don't think so, but Eugene DeMax off the corner, coming to the white flag. He's going to have to hold off Jeff James. White flag in the air for Eugene DeMax. Lap traffic will be a factor. Carson Scott's way off the pace. And here they come. DeMax all over Carson Scott. Jeff James is there. Ryan Acosta has a run. Looking to the inside. Coming down to turn 3 for the final time. Everyone's all over each other. Lynn just spun. Acosta. Acosta in the outside wall. Caution flag is out. But racing back to the finish line, Eugene DeMax takes the victory here at Charlotte. Eugene DeMax gets by lap traffic of Carson Scott right at the very end and gets another victory to his name. Jeff James gets 2nd. 3rd position is going to be Jeffrey Lynn after spinning Ryan Acosta there at the end. James Sorfox comes out of here 4th, and Zachary Fitzwater gets 5th. Man, Ryan Acosta was battling for the lead and the win at the end. Gets spun and finishes 9th after this race. And DJ Curtis comes out of here 19th and is going to gain a total of 8 points on Dom Caps. Is going to increase that point lead little by little. So this means that Curtis holds a 24-point lead on Dom Caps with 2 races to go in the championship. While up front, at the end, Eugene DeMax got it done and came out victorious right there at the very end. Here's a replay of what happened on the back straightaway. Acosta tried to get low to miss Carson Scott because he was trying to go after a win. But he came right across Jeffrey Lynn's bumper, up the track right into Matthew Rodriguez, who was having a good run going. His teammate Ryan Griffin got a piece, but continued going. And luckily, that's all the cars that were involved. And they kept on racing back to the start-finish line. But tough break for Acosta and Rodriguez as they got taken out of the contention for the win. And Acosta limped it across the line for 19th. While Eugene DeMax came out of the race victorious and wins the race for his 21st career victory in his final season. Eugene DeMax wins it. Let's get to our finishing results and standings after round 34.